Well, the Cowboys, they may have a hard schedule coming ahead. And I do say so. Because it looks hard. But, anyways, what's going on, guys? My name is Antonio, and this is the All Around Sports Cast. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the schedule has officially been released. I mean, not the schedule as far as week 1 through 18. But their opponents have officially been released. So, the games that they're set to host at home, other than their division rivals, of course, are set to be the Detroit Lions and the Texans from outside of the specific divisions, and then also along with the Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, New Orleans Saints, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As far as the ones they have on the road is the San Francisco 49ers again, which they might get beat down on that one again. Then they have the Atlanta Falcons and Kirk Cousins, Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers, and then the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, with all of that being said, do the Dallas Cowboys have one of the hardest schedules this season? Now, I believe personally they do, because the AFC, other than the NFC South, which we all know is pretty weak right now, if you look outside of the NFC South, you got the Bengals, Ravens, Browns and Niners, Browns and Steelers to deal with in the AFC North. You still got those teams to deal with, because the AFC North, we all know, is a pretty tough unit. And not only that, but they go against the Niners again, which they've been hammered on them the last 3 times. Also, Detroit, they're going to be wanting some revenge after last time they met, which we all know had that controversial ineligible receiver, like illegal touching, that penalty. But the one I find most interesting is the Houston Texans. The battle of the Texas of the Lone Star State itself. Because CJ Stroud, we know he's going to be a baller next year. The Texans are going to be, remember last time they almost beat the Cowboys 2 years ago. They almost beat them 2 years ago. And that was without CJ Stroud. That was a year before he got drafted. But now that he got drafted, this is kind of a good situation for the Houston Texans, because the Dallas Cowboys are not going to know what they do. But others I could see being a challenge is, some might disagree with me here, I would say the only 2 NFC South teams that I could see having an eye on is Tampa Bay and Atlanta. Tampa Bay, I say, because of Baker Mayfield. He led the Buccaneers to the playoffs last season and had a pretty good defense to help back him up. And not only that, has a great offensive line and offensive unit. Now, the Falcons are a little bit interesting, because we all know Kirk Cousins went to the Atlanta Falcons in free agency. Now, we are going to, of course, have to wait and see how this goes. But this, I think, is going to be a good game between the Cowboys and the Falcons when they get there. I do expect it to be close for when those 2 sides meet, because Cousins and the Falcons are going to be a tough opponent for them to go against. I think if they can get gelled early, their offense has the mentality to do it. And then their defense has a great mentality to do it as well. But others I could see that are on the road that are going to be a challenge is Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Cleveland, we all know, has one of the most loyal franchises in the Ohio area. They have one of the most loyal fan bases in that area. Then Pittsburgh, we know they're the best traveling fan base in the world, in the entire NFL. We know they're the best traveling fan base. But this one is in Pittsburgh. Now, we don't know what to expect from Russell Wilson yet. Suppose if he is the starter, which we all are expecting him to. But the Steelers, they got a defense that can really lay down the pain, but their offense needs to get something going in order for the Steelers to be a threat. But I think if I had to rank this from a number of hard, I would have to say it's probably the second hardest schedule in the NFL. I'll probably have to say it's the second hardest schedule in the NFL next season. But of course, the Cowboys have a lot of issues right now, lots of positions that they need to replace. They got no running back, they got no left tackle, they got no corner, they got no linebacker. There's a lot of areas to rebuild upon. But the Cowboys, I think, are going to be frauds, as they always are every single year. Because here's the thing. They've gone to 13 straight playoffs and have not made an NFC Championship game. And I said this, and I'm not trolling the Cowboy fans at all. But it's just because they haven't shown that they can be a good team when it enters into the playoffs. Now, we'll, of course, talk about the schedule when it gets closer and when the week by week is officially announced. But anyways, that's my talk for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notification bell for day-to-day updates on my videos and live streams. I'll catch you all in the next one. So long for now.